do some inventory. Both these places are where I had my #1 target buck last year, but I did not put a camera up at this spot until beginning of October, so a little different of an inventory check today. We put just minerals out today. This place I'm hunting, loaded with acorns. I should show you right now. Absolutely loaded with acorns. So I'm sitting there laying in here, loaded with acorns. I'm really under an oak right now. I'm gonna put some minerals out. I'm gonna put a trophy rock out. I'm gonna put some sugar beets using my summer pattern. And then once we get around mid-August, I'll start putting some corn feed out and stuff. So, but nice and actually pretty nice out today. It's not too hot. It's in the 80s, but I gotta get my scouting in. Probably hit up about 3 to 4 public land pieces today, depending on my time. Pretty limited. And then, oh, there's some fall droppings right here. Almost by my setup, so should be a good fall. Just looking under my stand. I shot last year, found this old Winchester Super X double O. So it's been a good place to hunt for years now, I guess. Alright guys, so it is kind of hot, but backing a little deeper than I hunted here last year. So the situation is I'm on a ridge top right now. I'm about, the top's right here's the top. So I'm about halfway up the ridge. I'm on this along the same ridge line coming this way as my setup was last year. I got buck bedding up on this private up here on this ridge. Public lines right on the bottom of that ridge. So a lot of the deer I've seen come either from this ridge down along this ridge to my setup down the bottom, but it would take too long to get to me. By the time they get to me, it'd be dark. Or they would come up from this bedding on this ridge, coming down across this ravine and come up and just come up along this ridge. So I'm gonna do a little something different this year. I'm almost to the back line here. I'm not gonna crest the top of this ridge right here because it's a hiking trail. Actually, you can see the hiking trail sign. So I'm a little worried about that, but it is what it is. But what I'm gonna do is put this camera up with this mineral lick that I just bought. Never used it before. Figured I'd try it. Pretty big block. 25-pound block, so I picked out a couple trees. Some of them, these are gigantic oaks, so I don't know if I could get my lone wolf up the nose, but let's see. I got a bunch of trees. The only problem is these trees are just... Hey guys, it's about 7:30 here on the 13th of July. About an hour till dark. I'm gonna go around, drive around a couple public pieces that I've been seeing a couple good ones at, possible shooters. Just trying to really see if I can catch them coming out and where they're coming out. And just to see what deer is where. Probably gonna check that area. It's the bedding area where I hunt is, sorry, it's hard to do while you're driving. But the bedding area where I hunt is across the street is a big soybean field, and then about a quarter mile down the road it's a cornfield as well. So everything's coming up and everything's getting good. So we'll see what happens. More likely we'll definitely see deer, but hopefully we see one of the target bucks that I'm thinking about chasing after this fall. It's always good to get your scouting in. Doesn't really matter when. The more scouting you get done, the more prepared you get before the season. It'll help you and the beginning of the season. And honestly, I think the beginning of the season is one of your best times to chase down and shoot a mature whitetail. I've had many opportunities in September in the first 2 weeks on big mature bucks. So as long as you do your scouting, it'll all be worth it usually. But I'm gonna drive in there, try to get there. We'll be there in about 20 minutes, and we'll see what we see out in that field. Ah! Ah! Got a couple more deer right here. Oh, crossing the road right in front of me. Oh. Nine. Going 9-pointer. And I got these does right in front of me in the middle of the road. It's a nice deer. A couple years, he'll be a nice mature buck. Got these little ladies. Come on, ladies. Oh, look at this. They're running down the road. Not a care in the world. Look at this. Another buck. Small 8. Kind of down. There he goes. Focus, 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 focus. Oh my God. That thing's a slop. Good. Alright guys, so this is what I use in the early part of summer. I use trophy rocks. I'll put it out right now. Really, preferably try to put it on a log. Keep the moisture. So what I'm gonna do is go pick up a log over here and put it on the log. What it does is it stops the moisture from the ground to come up and helps the trophy lock last a little longer. This is all cleared out here. This is a fallen tree. I covered all the stands right here, and it covered all this, but he cleared it out. Makes it easier, so I'm definitely gonna have a lot of deer come on this transition up. The wind's actually going this way. Is just the way you would not hunt this stand. They bed up on this ridge, bed inside this ridge, they bed across the river. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is take one of these logs and we're gonna put the trophy rock on one of these logs. So hopefully there's no bees here. All right, guys, here's the camera set up here. Just watching the trophy rock here. All the sugar beet crush and stand right here. So we're gonna get out of here. We'll be back in about 2, maybe 3 weeks. Check it and see what's on it. See what we can harvest. So, all right, guys, stay tuned for some more summer scouting.